Welcome back, guys, for a playthrough of Pokemon Black 2. We are on the hunt for the Lake Trio, and we already have 2 of the 3. In the last couple episodes of our playthrough, if you've been following along, you'll notice that we captured Azelf in the previous episode, and then we got Mesprit on the one right before that. Now we're after Uxie. I've heard it called both. I think the actual name is Uxie, actually. But apparently, Uxie can be found in Marcanine City in the southeast area of Unova. It's outside the Marcanine Museum. I don't think we have been to that location. I don't think Marcanine City is a place we've actually visited just yet. So we are going to cross the bridge and then head over there. But I just want to make sure I got the right name for the bridge here. So I left and came back. What is it? Sky Hook, Sky Arrow or something? Sky Arrow Bridge. Okay, so we're going to go across this. I don't recall ever having done this. So it is quite possible that there might be trainers or obstacles or some other weird things here. No, we don't need to. That might be a trainer, but I'm going to keep my distance. I don't remember doing this. Did we do this at any point? Because I can't fly to that location. I do really like this perspective change, though. It's kind of fun. Yeah, these got to be trainers, right? We're just running right down the middle, passing them all. They're not required to fight, apparently, so I don't really need to worry about it. Oh, that was a lucky one. He had to... I don't know. They might not be trainers. They might actually be. I don't know. But just running down the middle, and that guy turned, and we just missed him. She might not be a trainer. Oh, she's floating. See that? She might not be a trainer, though, because she's... well, she's turning, I guess. She wasn't facing us, so I figured she was probably just someone, like an onlooker or something. And because we couldn't fly to Marcanine, I assume we hadn't been here. I don't recall having been here ever, so we're just going to make our way over here and see what it's like. Now, just to be clear, in case you were wondering, and it shouldn't be hard, you should be able to figure this out. Sky Arrow Bridge is to the right or the east of Castelia. So we went to Castelia, ran all the way around that half circle, and then we got ourselves a Sky Arrow Bridge, and then now we're running over here towards Marcanine, and then we'll see what this is like. Oh, this actually brings us first to Pinwheel Forest. We got a lot of trainers here as well. Oh, she turned and she caught us. Okay. Well, while this is like a sort of a how-to thing, you need to understand 2 things. One, I've never done this before, so we're going to try our best here. I'm going to try my best to get through this and show you what you need to encounter and what you need to do to prepare. But at the same time, if you're coming here for the first time, you should know that these are going to be some things that you'll have to take care of, so you might as well just deal with it. You are a rather adult-looking kid. A kiddish adult. Oh, geez. I'll just find out when we battle. Plenty adult, baby. Give me your number. Okay. Nursery Aide Ethel. Execute. I don't recall if we've seen that in this game so far. Level 61. Dang. Alright. I don't think we're going to be able to knock it out with any one hit from our side, but this will do a little damage. Not much, but it'll do something. We actually beat that? A level 61 grass type with Thunderbolt? That's a shocker. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Miltank. Oh, no. I'm going to go ahead and throw out Chandelure here. Miltank is a pain, but it knows a lot of normal type moves as it is a normal type Pokemon, meaning Chandelure should be immune or resistant to anything that it could possibly throw at us. But I bet it knows more than just normal moves, so there could be something that it hits us with that's very strong. So we're going to go ahead and just throw Psychic at it. Keel Bell. What does that do? A bell chime, no? Okay, and then I'll hit it with Flamethrower to finish it off. Gyro Ball, what does that do? Nothing, apparently. Nice. I was actually really nervous. Miltank is a nightmare. You are childish and adult and altogether mysterious trainer. Okay, look, your attempt at flirting isn't really working very well. There's a lot of trainers here. If she's a nursery aide, that means these are all kids. Wait, have we fought these people? No, okay, this is just it looks like a similar route. We're best friends. Our Pokemon are best friends too. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so this route is just crazy packed with tons of trainers. So, I don't know, be ready for, you know, whatever it is that they're going to throw at you here, because there's a lot. Okay, so we'll just kind of keep it simple. Electricity is not going to do much. I don't know if they have some sort of like static fur or whatever if I hit them with a physical move, but I'm going to hit mine on female, or mine, excuse me, with a bite from Jolteon, because I don't think any electric moves will be useful. And then we'll do psychic on Plusle. Agility, yeah. All right. Plusle and Minun are really cool, I think, design-wise. But I also find it very funny that I feel very strongly that these Pokemon were always meant to be, not replacements for Pikachu, but they were supposed to be popular. And I just feel like they never really took off as being, like, mainstream cuteness. Because, like, you can tell that these were sort of iconic Pokemon for the generation that they were trying to sell plushies. That's how I've always felt, anyway. I feel like every generation, Pikachu kind of sort of leads the front in cuteness and in popularity, and then Charizard is always, like, the really popular Pokemon with, like, trading cards and merchandise no matter what generation. But I feel like Plusle and Minun were ones that were supposed to kind of step up and be, you know, a new popular type. And I don't know. They're loved, I'm sure, but I just never got the impression that they were as popular as they were meant to be. That's just my opinion. I always felt that way. Okay. So we're here now. I don't really know. Wow, this is a long route. Lots of trainers and lots of danger. Okay, we're in Nacrene. Let's heal up, and then we'll hit up the museum, wherever that is. This sort of looks familiar, but I don't... Maybe I'm just remembering something from, like, Black One when I played that. Now, just like with the other two, you have to go to a certain location, and then if you get to the certain spot, you'll be prompted with a line of dialogue that'll ask you if you want to investigate, and then that's where you'll run into one of the Lake Trio. Lake Guardians, I guess, whatever. Lake Guardians, Lake Trio. Now, I think the museum is up in the top. That must be it. Here. So I have a feeling we get close. Serious presence can be felt. Yes. If I say no, I wonder if it just doesn't show up. Oh, okay. So, all right, let's review. You should probably already know how to capture this, but in case you do not, let's go ahead and talk about it. So I'm going to save it, as you should always do before encountering a legendary mythical Pokemon, an overworld Pokemon of any kind. In fact, if it's something that you want to catch, save it beforehand. We did find out in the last episode of the playthrough while reading about Uxie that if you run into any one of the Lake Guardians and you knock them out, they will respawn and reappear in their respective locations after you go through the Hall of Fame one more time, or basically just beat the Elite Four. So beat the Elite Four if you knock it out, or you run away from it by mistake or whatever, and it'll come back, so no worries. I do not know if they're shiny. I haven't bothered to look it up. You can Google that yourself. I'm not Google here myself either, but okay. We're going to follow the exact same strategy as we did with catching Mesprit and Azelf. Uxie, like its brethren, is at level 65. It's a pure psychic type. It has the ability to levitate, and it has no held item. All three of them, obviously Uxie included, knows Future Sight and Extrasensory, but the other two moves are unique to its respective Pokemon. So whereas Mesprit had Charm and Copycat, Azelf had Nasty Plot and Last Resort, Uxie has Amnesia and Flail. Amnesia is a psychic move, as is Future Sight and Extrasensory, so those three moves will have no impact at all on Absol, who will be leading the charge after Jolteon does a little bit of damage. And then Flail is a normal physical move, which probably won't do too much, but it will do a little bit. Now, before, what we were doing is that Jolteon, while an electric type, knows Bite, a dark type move, which is very effective against psychic types. So I chipped away at its health. I think Mesprit got hit with maybe three bites, and then we moved over to Absol for False Swipe. So we Thunder Waved it first. Jolteon Thunder Waved it first, both of them, Mesprit and Azelf. Bit, or used Bite, on Mesprit 3 times, Azelf twice, and then it did enough damage to put him in like the yellow, the red, somewhere in that little area. Then we moved over to Absol, who could withstand any psychic attack because he's immune to it, and then he chipped away at False Swipe, and then we just tossed Ultra Balls until we caught it. Mesprit took a little longer, Azelf was a little bit quicker. Uxie, I'm assuming, is going to fall in line with those two as well as far as expectations are gone. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and get the show on the road and chat with Uxie here and see what happens. I can't believe we're already nearly 10 minutes in, 9 to 10 minutes in, just now encountering it. Well, he did run into a battle, so that makes sense. All right. Now, Jolteon was at level 66 when he fought Mesprit and Azelf, so that's why he was able to use 2 to 3 bites to get there. I'm going to be a little more careful this time because he leveled up, and that is obviously going to mean that he's going to do a little bit extra damage. And the game can sometimes do that thing where you hit it with an effective move, and it will do the bare minimum of a super effective attack, or it'll do much more than that, so we just got to be careful. I'm going to throw a bite its way now. How much damage does it do? See, that doesn't make sense. This one barely did any damage. So when I did that against Mesprit, the first of the three, it was sort of similar to this. So we were able to hit it a handful of times. But when I hit Azelf, it did almost half damage. And so I didn't want to risk hitting it a third time. So their stats are varied. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the bite one more time, but I need to be careful because if it wants to do extra damage, then, you know, something can happen. And oh, that did a lot. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to Absol this time. Now, before, when I went against Mesprit and Azelf, I don't really think there was a lot of damage that they did. Either one, Mesprit nor Azelf did a lot of damage to Absol. But I think Uxie with Flail might be able to do a little bit more, so we have to be on our guard with that. But he doesn't have any way to heal up, so I guess really it doesn't matter that much. Okay, that's probably it right there. Alright, so bringing it down to 1 HP, it's paralyzed as well. Delightful. We'll go to the bag. We have plenty of Ultra Balls. We stocked up big time on that, and then we'll just, yeah, we'll just throw in chat. And that'll be all three of the trios. Up and B, come on. No way. Oh, we got it first try. Okay, that was even faster than Azelf. That is very surprising. The knowledge Pokemon. When Uxie flew, people gained the ability to solve problems. It was the birth of knowledge. Jesus. You know what? It's honestly the Lake Trio's fault that human beings suffer. We're self-aware. We have knowledge and emotions all because of these idiots. You guys ruined us. You guys ruined humankind. No, we're good. All right. So, there's probably stuff that we can do in Nikreen. I don't even know if I'm saying that the right way. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just don't be rude about it. But there's stuff here that I'm sure that we could do. I'm going to go ahead and heal up regardless. Okay, and then we are going to take a look at what is next. Back in Aspertia City, you can battle Morimoto and Game Freak and Nishino. You can visit them every day for battles if you want to fight them in Game Freak and Castelia. Amanita's lab on the 3rd floor of the building across the street from the gym. Speak to her with no more than 5 Pokemon in your party to receive an Eevee. This Eevee is special in that it has a hidden ability, Anticipation. So you can evolve it into whichever form it takes and it gets that move. I don't really care to do that, but let's see what that's all about. Anticipation. The move self-destruct explosion are now treated like all other normal type moves and thus no longer trigger anticipation. What does that even mean? When a Pokemon with anticipation enters a battle or a Pokemon gains the ability anticipation, it causes the Pokemon to shudder if an opponent has a damaging move that is super effective against the Pokemon anticipation. A one-hit knockout move or self-destruct or explosion. Okay, whatever. I don't really care about any of this. None of that really matters to me, but I mean, it might be useful to some sort of competitive training if you wanted to do that. Oh, I see. So actually, hold on. Let me go over this a little bit more. So the Eevee that you get from her gets the ability Anticipation, but when it evolves, it will get the hidden ability for whichever form it takes. So Vaporeon gets Hydration, Jolteon gets Quick Feet, Flareon gets Guts, Espeon gets Magic Bounce, Umbreon is Inner Focus, Leafeon is Chlorophyll, and Glaceon is Ice Body. So, okay, so that's okay, because, like, who gets an Eevee and just keeps it as an Eevee, right? No one ever does that. That's not true. I'm sure some people really love Eevee, but if you want to use it in a battle, you probably got to evolve it. Nibosa has a Battle Institute, Big Stadium, Small Court, Battle Subway. I don't really care about any of that stuff. I'm kind of just setting the expectation of what we'll be doing going forward. Pokemon World Tournament, Clay Tunnel, blah, 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 blah. Ah, the Underground Ruins. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Clay Tunnel was created by the local gym leaders, Constant Mining. Stretching out beneath the region's western peninsula, it connects Drift Vale, Mistelton, and Twist Mountain. The deepest area houses the mysterious Underground Ruins, which contains Regirock and either Registeel if Black 2 or Regice if White 2. In order to fully explore Clay Tunnel, you will need to have Strength and Surf available, and it may be a good idea to stock up on Dusk Balls for the Regis in the Underground Ruins. So you can't get all 3. Interesting. Something to do with the key system. Remember how we unlocked challenge mode or battle challenge mode or whatever it was at the end of the game? There was a key that unlocked it, and then it started talking about the key system. So apparently there is a key system involving the Reggie trio, which is who we're going to be going after next. So everybody gets Regirock, but you get the Iron key for Black 2 or the Iceberg key for White 2 to get their respective versions. I always liked Regice or Regice more than Registeel. But I wish Regice had a nicer shiny, because it's really cool with its like blue icy color, and then a deep dark vibrant dark blue would have been really nice. But like it's barely noticeable. I think one of the games had a super dark blue for it, and it was exactly what I wanted, and then they later kind of like changed it to be a little bit lighter, and you can barely tell now. Regirock has a really great shiny though. I got it in Pokemon Go. It's more of a brown than it is like that sand color, and it's really cool. I like that a lot. Registeel's is kind of like that lame random green that they get. I wasn't really a fan of that either. Okay, whatever. We're going after Regirock next, and then after that we'll worry about the next one. Huh. Yeah, I guess you can swap the keys with other versions of the game if you want to get the other one, so we won't be able to get all 3 in Black 2. I wonder if there's a way to like cheat and get the key somehow, or like if there's a code to get the key in Black 2, because like I can't trade with anyone, so I wonder if I can cheat to get the key just so we can catch it to have it, so you can kind of see what it's like. I don't know though. We'll see. We'll worry about that later. And then after that, Regigigas is a thing, but the thing is I don't know. I see. Okay. So Regigigas is available as well, but the only way it works is if you have all 3 of the Regi trio first, and then you can get Regigigas. So we have to find a way to get the other one. So I'm assuming the Iron Key gets Registeel. So we have to find a way to get Regice, and if we can get him, then we can get Regigigas. But if we can't get Regice, then we can't get Regigigas, because we need the Iceberg key for that. Okay, but we'll worry about that later, because we have stuff we got to do. Where is this at? Clay Tunnel is where exactly? There's a cave in the western half of the Unova region. Okay. Exclusive to Black and White 2. Let's just fly there anyway, just to kind of pad the length of the video. I don't like it to be less than 20 minutes if I can help it. The tunnel was named Clay Tunnel after the drift. Okay, so it's in Driftvale. Okay. Pokemon, let's go, Flygon. Let's get yourself over to Driftvale, please. Virbank, Flocessy, Aspertia, Cave of Being, Virbank Complex, Liberty Garden, Castelia, Relic Passage, Driftvale, PWT. So is there something with Relic Passage? No. Where's the Clay Tunnel exactly? Oh, it's up. Okay, so it's not south, it's here. Okay, so we'll go to Driftvale, and then that'll just kind of set us up. They'll tee us up for the next episode where we go after that. So, okay, cool. Well, I guess there we go. That's a wrap on this episode. It's just under 20 minutes. Such is life, I suppose. We'll save it here, and then we'll continue in the next episode where we'll go after Regirock, excuse me, and then we'll see what we can do about the other Regis from there. I don't know exactly what my plan is. I'll do some research before that video to see if there's something I can do to sort of like make that happen, because I'd like to get them all, but if it's like you can't, then you can't, you know? So we'll worry about that whichever way that we can. But anyway, that's a conversation for the next episode. But regardless, in any case, thank you for watching this rather short episode of our playthrough of Pokemon Black 2. If you enjoyed it, you can show your love by hitting the like button. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. Any feedback for me, leave it in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, don't forget to take a look at the description box. There's some links there that might be of interest to you, one of which is a link to the Marcanine community Discord server. If you want to be part of that group, you can chat with me directly. Otherwise, just know that I appreciate you and your time, and hope to see you when we continue with more of our playthrough of Pokemon Black 2. Alright guys, that's it for me. Take care, be well. See you next time.